Hello, everyone. Welcome. Once. Hello, welcome to Muse for Origins. Hello, my name is Daniel, your host. Again, I hope you're all doing well. And today, I've got a surprise. My mic got here. That's right. I have a Snowball Ice mic, so hopefully better sound, and you guys can hear me a whole lot easier. And everything is starting to come together. My office is really, my little area is really starting to shine, and I'm having a great time with it. It's a little shiny. It'll probably be better when I get my actually better computer. Probably either at the end of this month or probably starting get some at the end of this month, some at next month. But yeah, today we're gonna hang out, just talk about reminisce a little bit about last year's video games. There were some pretty bad ones, but there were some pretty good ones. And then we're going to talk about some of the upcoming games that we're all kind of excited for. I know I am excited for a couple. And some of them I need a new PS4 for. So I'm like, but some of them I can get a PC for. My brother will be joining us as soon as he clicks on the link that I sent him. And they'll be joining us and talking about some of the stuff we've experienced for the last year and some of the stuff we haven't. But until then, I have got a couple more things that I will be reviewing soon. I like manga. I don't know if you do too, but I found today. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, but today I found these Final Fantasy: The Lost Stranger manga books. There, I got 5 of them right now. I don't know how many there really are. I'm gonna look it up, see how many actually are actually in this series. Then I will be reading each one, reviewing it with you guys, talking about what I thought about the book, as well as I'm reviewing The Dwarves by Marcus Hines. That's his last name, Hines. I have 5 books in all of the Dwarven series. The first book was fucking amazing. Second one, about a quarter to halfway through. We'll be finishing that and reading that with you guys. And let's having some fun. We're just going to talk about some video games, some of the stuff that I enjoyed, some of the stuff that was just, and hopefully the next couple of years will improve. And you know, the PS5 out now, the Xbox Series X, and so on and so forth. Hopefully, you get some better games. Let me adjust this for a second. That's better. I can actually not feel like I'm talking inside a cave. I'm not used to it yet. Ooh, comments. Oh, Bobby, Ghost of Tsushima should have won. Yes, and that is one of the games I will be discussing. Ghost of Tsushima. Fucking love that game. I actually had to rebeat it because my PS4 shit out on me, and so I had to go back and get a whole brand new PS4 because the motherboard just gone. So I had beat the game, and I was playing Legends, and I was really having fun with it, and then it shit out on me, so now I have to beat it all over again so I can play Legends. Well, that's fine. This game is worth freaking beating again. I keep dropping shit. So I hope my sound is a lot better. I hope I sound a lot better for you guys. And I love it. Yes, I feel like a fucking YouTuber now. Instead of this stupid little thing, I got this. And I did get a Snowball Ice. A lot of YouTubers got this for their first mic, and I freaking love it. So yeah, hopefully they'll be joining me soon, wherever the heck they are. They were supposed to join me already, but whatever. So we'll talk about some of the older games until they get here. Ghost of Tsushima is one of the best games I have ever played. You know, I'm one of those gamers who every so often I get an itch. You guys get that itch that you just want to play a certain kind of game. Samurai is one of them. I have wanted a samurai game, like a legit samurai game forever. You know, ninja games, you always had Ninja Gaidens, you had whatever else. You know, Final Fantasy 14 did a great job at hitting those itches Because every while I'm like, dude, I want to play a monk. I want to bash people's fucking heads in just with my fist. Yes, they did, Bobby. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima car to start crying to the fanboy. Yeah, that was such a shame too, because The Last of Us was an excellent game. I actually had it on my PlayStation. I loved it. I beat it several times, and I refused to play the second one. I saw what they did to the characters, and I was like, no, the game was all about character. It was all the character development, character, all that stuff, and they ruined the characters. And I don't know why. What was the point? And other than being woke as shit and fucking, you won all these awards. Congratulations, you won about fucking awards. But guess what? The only award that fucking matters is Gamer Choice. And guess what Gamer Choice picked? Guess who also voted for this game in Gamer Choice? I did. Because this thing deserved every fucking vote. Definitely do, man. You definitely do. Ghost of Tsushima killed it. And I am a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. So when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out, I didn't actually get to buy it. So my boss I was working for did. He played it, and he let me borrow it for free. He's just like, hey, dude, you got to play this. I know how much of a Final Fantasy fan you are. I know you want to buy it, and you're probably hoping to buy it soon. But hey, here you go. Go play it. And I beat that game like 4 times in a week. I played the shit out of that game. I fucking loved it. Yeah, I loved most of it. The story kind of bugged me because I'm such a massive Final Fantasy VII fan. And when they changed it, it really grinded my gears. It took me so long to beat the original Final Fantasy VII. And so when they changed up the story, I was like, no, keep to the original story because the story was so good in 7. So good. Oh, I was so mad when they changed that crap up. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you think you like the sound. Just let me know if it does sound a lot better to you guys than the stupid little mic I've been using. I hope it is. I hope it sounds far better. Here's my brother. Hey, I'll pop out the think.
What's up, dude?
You are one where you were, Jesus. Is the other one joining us or not?
Nope. Not that I know. Not yet, at least.
Well, I sent him a link so he knows when he can join. So Paul, I was just talking a couple things. I don't know if you were watching or not. We talked about Ghost of Tsushima and how much I love this game. I know you guys don't have PlayStation 4s, so you don't get to play it. That's sad. This game is fucking awesome. You guys got PCs. So, but the good thing about having just a PC is other games aren't as bad, like this one, as they are on the console, especially the base console. Other games that came out this year, I don't know what games came out for the PC for this year that were like really awesome to you. Do you know any?
No. None.
Really, none. Let's see, I remember 2019 or 2000. Yeah, 2000. It was 2018, into 2018 when.
Well, I never got a chance to play the Dungeons and Dragons game that came out. That was supposed to be really good.
Are you talking about what was that? What game?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3. A lot of people like Baldur's Gate, so I never played Baldur's Gate. I'm not much of that kind of I would play it like a strategy board game. Like I want to do that with you guys.
It's not a strategy board game. I don't think.
I'm pretty sure it is because you got like a character and you legit die if you die. Like your character's gone and you have to start all over again. I'm like, damn.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know. That's what they were teasing it.
I'm pretty sure it's like a MMO almost, but it's like
that could be. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. Let's see what other games came out this year. The Last of Us 2 is not something we ever mentioned because, wow, that was that bad. Yeah, and there were some doozies. You know, as much as I'm mad at Cyberpunk for kind of dropping the ball, they didn't do what you know, The Last of Us Part 2 did. Jesus, that was a bad game. Like, the graphics were fine, it played well, blah blah blah, but for a game, it's all about character and all about the, you know, story, and it ruined everything that was great about that game, and it was like sad. So I'll say this: as much as Cyberpunk needs to fix its bugs, the story is actually really fun and really engaging, and I'm having a great time. Some of the characters, you feel crap when the characters like. There will be a little bit of spoilers in this if you guys haven't played Cyberpunk. I'm sorry, but like, you know, Jesse, fucking love Jesse, and then they killed him. I was like, no. I was like, dang it! I really enjoyed Jesse. Jesse was a freaking sweet ass character, and I loved how he was like super dope, but like, you know, could do shit too. That was great. I also like Judy. I really like the freaking, what's her name? Panam. I really like Panam. She's my little lady in the game, and I'm a nomad in the game. I was gonna play. I did start with a Corporal, and then I didn't like how my character was turning out, so I kind of reset it.
I think I'm a street kid.
Oh yeah, and I started back out as a nomad. Was an engineer. Pretty much engineer, shotgun, freaking think of him as a Fast and Furious, what's his name, kind of character, you know, drives real fast, you know, gets in, just kicks shit down, fucking just boom, man. I love I just go in and just boom, 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 a shotgun, I got people flying, throw a grenade in the middle of them, fucking get back, fucking heal myself, get back out there, just devastating dudes. I freaking love it. I have a pistol, shotgun, and a sniper. Snipers are just to take out those like other snipers. Like, I'll scan real quick for them. I'll get them. And I got the freaking, you know, the tech sniper, so I can hold it down and fucking shoot them right through, you know, fucking cover. So it's like, boom, boom, fucking their heads explode. I'm like, damn. Then I just run in because everybody's like, what the fuck? And I just like toss like 3 grenades real quick. And I go, bow, bow, bow. And I just go in.
Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal came out.
The Doom Eternal was a good one.
Half-Life came out. People like that.
I've never played the Half-Life game series. I heard good things about them, though.
Fall Guys. Fucking weird game. People like that game, though. Watch Dogs Legion came out. People like that.
Yeah, some people like it. Some people are like, nah.
I don't know about it. I'm not a big fan. Mount Blade 2 came out. People like that. Squadrons came out, but I haven't played that yet.
You know, there's one big PC game that I am actually really excited for that I'm definitely getting.
You know, Minecraft released some stuff. You know,
Minecraft. I don't worry about Minecraft. My kids love that stuff, but me, not really. They're all in the I don't get it. They'll do it every once in a while, but I just like to make stuff with TNT to blow it up. And they get mad at me because I blew up like half the world. But no, there's one game that I know is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out yet. I don't know if they released a date yet, but Diablo 4.
Oh, Destiny 2 came out.
Well, yeah, Destiny 2. That was this year? Last year? Or last year, I should say. Wow, I didn't know they only came out last year. Wow, that's crazy.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Valhalla was fucking awesome. I fucking love
Valorant came out. Valorant was pretty good.
A lot of people have problems with Valhalla, but I love it.
I don't understand who has. Why would you have a problem with Valhalla? It's a good game.
Well, it's called Assassin's Creed, but it's not really assassinating. You just run it. I'm not assassin at all. I just storm, man. I'll sound the freaking horn. I just walk in and be like, fuck you.
Man, I went through cities without sounding the horn.
I finally got Excalibur, so I went and got that. And then I decided I don't really like it. Like it's good. It's a good weapon. I'm like a Viking with a big greatsword. Nah, I want to have a hammer, two-handed axe. So I go in like boom, boom, slash.
Have you got the Thor's hammer yet?
No, I gotta beat the last. I gotta get back into it so I can beat the last Thor's the chick and get the other piece of the armor, and then I gotta go hunt down all the dudes and finish hunting down all the guys so I can get the I think it's the cape or whatever, the cowl I think you get from that, and then after that, then I'm gonna go get it. So that if I do a new game plus or something, I can do freaking Thor's hammer at the beginning. Like, hey, bitches, I am Thor. Dude, dual wield that hammer. Just tink. Sick. But yeah, so we're going to look at some article. I know it's from GameStop, Games Radar. I'm sorry. I thought it was from GameStop, but it's actually from Games Radar. Also, a real shout out to those. I am now on Minds. If you have not got on Minds yet, I'm shouting this out because I'm actually enjoying this site. It's not as crazy as Twitter. You're not going to get on there and get like death threats right away. It's pretty free speech. I already started our Mirrors Here channel on here. I'm having a lot of fun. And this is the way how I'm going to now. From now on, if you need to get a hold of me, you can do it through Minds or Discord or email. All my emails, and if you go to our About page, our email, PayPal, Minds account, and I think that's it. There might be our Teesprings on there. And the first 3 chapters of my book are on Geeks and Gamers forums. There's a thing on there you can click. It'll send you right to it. You can read that. Let me know. It's also in the Minds. I put it on here. Just see, here's our thing. Right here is the actual link to the actual Geeks and Gamers website to see the final 3 chapters of the book. If you want to check it out, a couple of our streams are on there. Stuff like that. So if you're on Minds, if you're tired of Twitter shit like I was, because it was sick of Twitter, and I was only on there like 4 months, and I quit. I was like, done. I deleted the channel on Twitter. It is completely gone. You can't get a hold of me on Twitter at all. Unfortunately, it's kind of sucks because I had my artist on Twitter, and I had some other stuff, so I got to get a hold of him, see if he's on Minds so that I can actually communicate with him here instead of on Twitter. So hopefully, Minds is also a lot. I think it's a lot better. You can monetize a lot easier on Minds. There's some pretty cool people on here and other stuff. So that's just a quick shout out for this. If you want a Twitter, something that's not like Twitter or Facebook or stuff like that, definitely check out Minds. Definitely. All right, today we're going to go over some new games and beyond to get excited about. So I don't like getting too hyped about games because I've learned my lesson quite a few times. Unfortunately, I keep doing the same mistakes like Anthem. I was so excited for Anthem. That was going to be my game. And then it was like, I was like, fuck. And then Cyberpunk was going to be my game. And now Cyberpunk is good. It's just got a lot of problems. And I'm not going to apologize for them. They deserve all the shit they're going to get. Hitman 3. That actually sounds pretty good. Hitman 3. Hitmans are really famous games. PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and PC. So it will be on PC.
I would like Hitman 3. I would like Hitman series better if they weren't so darn expensive, because there's no reason to be. Number two, the multiplayer is shat. It's so bad.
Well, yeah, I don't play multiplayer.
Bad. Multiplayer is garbage. You sit there and you snipe people, and that's all you do as multiplayer. Or you can battle against each other to see who can catch or kill the bad guy first. Yeah, and that's pretty sad. It's pretty bad.
This 8-man Agent 47 is returning to Hitman 3. Every time I say Hitman, I'm thinking of the Pokemon. Hitman chat. And he'll be getting stuck into his assassination contract on both next gen and current gen consoles. Well, that's good for those who are like me who can't afford or find a PS. Oh, I can find them now, but they're still expensive as hell. I think I found one for like $800. I was like,
they're on PC anyway.
Yeah, especially the Xboxes. Yeah, all the Xbox stuff is on PC. Blah blah blah. Where players carry out missions. Sandbox location. Each voice is said to carry out the most intimate professional contract of his career. Well, that sounds literally the medium. I don't know much about horror games. Little Nightmares 2. I know there's a big market for this kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do some horror games in the future. That I did really enjoy. God, what was that called?
Some horror is fun because it helps engage the audience a little bit because like when you get scared as shit, you're like, oh shit, and they like those reactions. So
Fear was one I actually really enjoyed.
They're really good streaming games.
Yeah, Fear. I don't know if you ever played Fear. Did you ever play it? It's like a shooter.
Yeah,
but I actually really enjoyed that one. Dead Space really got to me.
Dead Space wasn't scary.
Well, one of them creeped me the fuck. You go to like the nursery.
Oh yeah.
Like the fucking little zombie baby fucking things came out of nowhere. I was like, oh my god! As soon as I walked in the nursery, I was like, God damn it!
I like the Prince of Persia games, but I think they need to make a new
Sand of Time remake. They were good for like their console. Like they were like a Tomb Raider type, thing, and it was okay. I don't know if I'm looking forward to a remake though. It's just
no, I'm not looking forward to that.
And the show and the movie sucked. Was horrible. No,
Returnal before.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like this weird. I'll read it off, but yeah, Sands of Time. The movie was horrifying.
I never saw the movie. I played the first
movie.
Games.
Bad games. It's another reason why sometimes you just don't make video game movies.
I heard NCAA is going to come out again, possibly, which would be cool. I want to play that game again.
I'm not a sports person.
And I played Madden. I played Madden 21 just recently. That just came out. That's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
They have a new thing on there called Face of the Franchise, and you create your quarterback or wide receiver or something, and you get and you start in high school, and you like play as your guy through high school, then through college, and then finally you get like into the draft, and depending on how well you did through high school and college, you get picked well in the draft or not well in the draft. So it's kind of
I still am not interested. I don't like sports video games. If I want to play a sport, I'm gonna go do it. It's just me. I don't know. It's not my thing. First major PS5 exclusive of the year is also how Marquis returned to the. I probably butchered that name. That it made a name for itself with blending its patented arcade shooter 'em up style into a story-driven third-person adventure for Returnal. You play as a Celine, an astronaut stuck in a hellish Groundhog Day of sorts, as she endlessly attempts to fight her way through recurring death cycles. You know exactly the kind of lighthearted romp you want to see in your spring months with. This one actually looked good, like from the trailers. It's Kenneth Bridge of Spirits. I saw the trailer of this. When was it? I can't remember when it was, but it was actually looked decent. It looked like a Zelda type game. This one is this new adventure developed by Ember Labs sees you play as Kina, a young spirit guide who sets out to find a sacred mountain shrine in an abandoned village populated by trapped spirits. Kina is also joined by adorable little fuzzy spirits known as Rot. Who I think this will be a game for my kids to really enjoy. I can see that for them. They really. Outriders, PC, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X. Brand new shooter IP from People Can Fly. And published by Square Enix. Ooh, Square. We'll see what they can do. Is Outriders. You play as a member of humanity who have had to flee Earth and has landed on a planet called Enoch. But an immense storm called the Alimony forces you back into cryostasis. And yet, when you awake, You'll find themselves imbued with ridiculous powers. Oh, I think I've seen some playthrough. Oh, okay. I think I've seen some of the playthrough from this. I've had some people play on it, and they said it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, Deathloop. It's just gonna be. I don't give a crap. It's like it's weird. Like you kill them or they kill you, but you constantly are nonstop looping, and Back 4 Blood, Left 4 Dead 3, in all but name. Back 4 Blood is the same 4-player co-op zombie experience you experience from the Valve series, just without the Valve involvement. We've done to the game recent alpha can confirm it's Valve the same. No longer working with them. Energy is Left 4 Dead games, humor, distress style, and of course, lots and lots of zombies. It's going to be beautiful chaos. Solar Ash looks really, I don't know, that looked really weird. Little Devil Inside. See something that really. Ghostwire Tokyo actually looked pretty cool. This Ghostwire, we saw the trailers of it. And time exclusive, and then it's going to PC. So I'm guessing 6 months after it releases or so, they'll probably release it on PC, which kind of sucks.
To a year, yeah.
It's supposed to release in October 2021, but it looked really good. And unfortunately, I don't have PS5, so I'll have to wait till the PC version. Yeah, this one looked really interesting. It's like a almost scare, fear, but like in Tokyo, things change. People are like disappearing. It looked really cool. Stray, I don't know. You play the cat. Some cartoon games. Ratchet and Clank are always fan favorites. And Rift Apart, I've seen some gameplay of this, and it looks actually pretty good. You can jump through rifts and go to other worlds and stuff. But, it's on PS5, though, so. This was kind of, yeah, they're usually on PlayStation, I guess. Boyfriend Dungeon, oof, don't care. Far Cry 6, maybe. All right, some of the Far Cries I've liked. Halo Infinite, of course, but it isn't out yet, so it's coming out fall 2021. So look for that, probably November, October time period. It was actually supposed to come out when Xbox X launched, but they said they were not ready, and so they told them they were going to wait another year. Pretty much, they're like, "Yeah, we're not ready, and we don't think we're going to be ready for another year, so we're going to hold it off." And people were like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But after seeing Cyberpunk come out too early and being all full of crap, yeah, do that. Wait a year. That's actually smart, because what if all of a sudden they don't need a year? Let's say 4 or 5 months, they're good to go, and they're like, "Hey, you know what? The game's ready. The bugs are gone. All the stuff's ready. We can launch now." And all of a sudden, and people will be like, "Damn!" And you want a good launch, because if you launch a game that's buggy as hell, you end up with Cyberpunk's mess, where now they're getting sued, and they had to come out. I'm going to try to look up that apology video real quick, because they just released an apology video, and we can watch it together and see what they had to say.
People are a little bit crazy about it. I think,
I don't know. I've seen some pretty bad stuff.
What they should have done is say, "Hey, we're going to release this, but it's going to be an early access game if you still want to buy it." That's what.
They might have. I think they should have just pushed it back to March, because if all their updates and everything are going to be accurate, March is like the final fix update. That's when they think they'll have it completely fixed. And so if they just pushed it back to March, they probably would have been a lot better off. A Lord of the Rings Gollum, where you get to play as Gollum. Oh, I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan, but I don't know. Do I want to play as Gollum, though? I don't know. I'd have to see some gameplay and some trailers. You never know. It might actually be pretty cool looking. What are you going to say?
I said, I see, when we were talking about the last game, we were talking about the one with
Which was that?
No, the one with
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk, yeah. I had some friends that played the game for almost 90 hours, beat the game twice, and still got their money back. I was like, that's messed up, dude.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of... Well, I'm not going to go take it back. Like, I bought it. I knew there was going to be some bugs. I knew it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not getting my PC for a while. I really, really want to play this game.
Michael, you joining us or no? You join our stream?
He's better. He's the one that knows all
Rude.
stuff.
Rude. Daniel just got a new mic and everything. He wanted you to join the stream and talk.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Come on.
Rude.
You know you wanna. So Resident Evil 8 Village. Seriously, there's 8 now? Damn. I know I played 6. I think the last one. 6. I played 6, and I was like,
they haven't been good in so many.
Well, they did that remake of, I think, was it Resident Evil 1 or something like that, and it was actually a lot of people enjoyed it because it went back to like the actual Resident Evil where like shit was fucking hard, and you had to be careful with the stuff you did. I'm actually, I wish this would come on PC. This Horizon Forbidden West. This is the part 2 to Horizon. And Horizon was such a good game. Such a good game. I want to play it. I want to play it again. And that game was really cool. You know, they had the robot dinosaur game. You remember that one? I don't know if you ever got to play this, but
I've never played this game. So
you pretty much think of it as like a survival almost type game where you're doing like an actual story to it. But you're this female right here. And you have to let's see, what was her name again? Aloy. Yeah, that's right, Aloy. And you pretty much all the animals are like been taken over by the humans decided to do some kind of like weapons experiment with nanobots and stuff, and they actually ended up creating like this ultimate weapon. It took over the world, took over all machines. Humans were pretty much extinct. And they had to go into like small tribes, and they lived like almost like the Native Americans kind of did from like long ago. They had to hunt, they had to like kind of sneak the grass. But all the animals are, guess what? Robots. Some aren't. Some you can hunt, like some birds and stuff where you can eat and stuff like that. But like the big animals, like they have dinosaur-sized robots. They have panther-sized robots. They got all kind of rhino robots. And you have to like learn their secrets, like where their hidden like shots are, and you have to like hit them so they can like weaken them and then take them down, and then you like strip them parts. You can like upgrade your armor, you can upgrade your weapons, and oh my god, it was such a good game. It was really well developed, really well written, and strong female lead, but it's not woke. Such a good game. Oh, I may get a PS5 eventually just for this game. That is a selling point right there. If they do as good as they did in the first one, that's a selling. That'll sell. All right, let's see. The Castillo Protocol? I think
it's a survival horror.
Callisto, yeah. Fans of survival horror may want to have an internal motion sensor. Debating with new studios striking distance. The next gen survival horror game takes place in a maximum security prison on Jupiter's moon and promises plenty of gruesome alien nightmare.
That's the same thing as PUBG.
Buys from Jin
Jupiter's moon.
Yeah. And thank you for Dead Space. The man you had to thank for Dead Space. So this guy created Dead Space, and it might be really cool. Oh. Here's where my kids are never going to freaking want my PC alone. Hogwarts Legacy.
Actually,
Harry Potter fans are going to be freaking loving this. While not direct adaptation of Harry Potter books, Hogwarts Legacy is taking all in the inspiration straight from the lure. You will play as a student attending Hogwarts in the 1800s, some hundreds of years before Harry and company were born. But no doubt, will get up to plenty of wizard mischief and an open world RPG, so expect plenty of exploring to do. Yeah, my kids are going to want that.
I might try that game, honestly.
It's on PC, so I could probably get on my PC.
Arc 2.
Dinosaur Hunting PC hits. So Dinosaur Hunting PC hit its back with a bigger sequel that features none other than Van Diesel. That's what I was trying to think of. Van Diesel, one of my cyberpunk character. Yeah, it's like a Van Diesel from Fast and Furious. Only pretty bald, comes in. Started out playing a key character next gen on a survival game, but he has joined serious developer studio Wildcard as an exclusive producer. Having long been a fan of the original game, goodness knows what that means to the final product. Perhaps the dinosaurs were part of our family all along. I don't know. That might be an interesting game, I guess. There are a couple. I'm not seeing some of the games I'm looking forward to. Hello. But some of the games I'm really looking forward to in this coming as we're coming into the next, pretty much era of video games, because now that PS5 is out and Xbox Series X here next year, a year and a half or two, it's pretty much going to become the sole console. It's going to take over PS4. PS4 is going to pretty much die.
What is
PS4? I'm saying because now that the next gens are out.
Oh, yeah, the new gens are going to take over. Yeah.
Yeah, the next about 2 years. I give it 2 years before the price drop on the new consoles. They'll drop down to about $400 or so. That's when people are going to go out and really buy them. And then they're going to have a huge, variety of games. And that's when the next gen really kicks off, is because then people are like, okay, what games are for what gen and what are better selling? And right now, PS5 is hurting. Xbox Series X is killing, especially in Japan. I don't know if you heard about this, but they're pretty much being boycotted right now in Japan.
For what?
Censorship. The PlayStation has been censoring a lot of their anime games and stuff. Oh. And if you know anything about Japan, they like their women in anime a lot. Their manga. They hate anybody who messes with the freaking manga chicks, and anime women. And so PlayStation's been like, these massive boob chicks are kind of not so okay anymore. And Japan's like, go fuck yourself. And so their Xbox is killing it right now all over the world. And PlayStation is not doing as well, which I'm not really that surprised, because right now Xbox, I think, had a lot more more of a fan base, because not only do they have a better streaming service, because they're like the Xbox's live stuff is also on the PC, because you got the Microsoft thing, but it's a lot of it's becoming crossplay, where people can play on PC and people can play on Xbox, and they can play together. And that's what at least I've heard of. And if that's true, then that's freaking cool. And so I'm just saying, Xbox is kind of finally getting the groove. Because we've known for the last couple consoles, I think Xbox is kind of hurt, because some of the games that they were like, this is going to be our seller. Like Sea of Thieves was like one of those games, like everybody's like, oh, that looks good. You could play the pirate? Frick, yeah. And then people got it and they're like, game kind of sucks. And they're like, shit. And their Halo, the big Halo, the game they tried to sell last time, where you could play Master Chief for the other guy and you're kind of fighting each other, and they sold it as this big, pick your side and who's going to win. And you got to kind of kill the other one. And now you don't actually kill each other. You actually band together, and it's like, okay. Oh, yeah. But yeah, some of the games I'm excited for. I know Diablo 4 is something I am really looking forward to. I've seen some of the art that's coming out. They're going to make it a lot more darker, a lot more Diablo-ish. So it's not going to be as crazy as Diablo 3 was not really loved by the Diablo community. I enjoyed some of it, but I got really bored of Diablo 3. I beat the game and I was just like, okay, now I guess I can continue, or I could just not. Or just do a different character. And then I beat it again and again. It's the same story over and over and over again. And you're just like, okay. So who knows? I was going to look up that Cyberpunk. Let's look.
We can also talk about some shows. There's been a bunch of shows that came out that I've watched pretty much everything on Netflix and Hulu.
What's that?
I said we can talk about some shows too. I've watched everything pretty much on Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah, we'll talk a couple shows here. Let's do this real quick. This is the actual apology of the Cyberpunk team, what they have to say. I know some people have...
Hey everyone, my name is Marcin Iliński. I'm the co-founder of CD Projekt. When I started CD Projekt 25 years ago, one of its founding principles was honest and direct communication with gamers. When CD Projekt Red, the game development part of CD Projekt, was born, it added something important to that principle, the ambition to make the best games in the world. It became our mission, and something that guided us up until now. Based on that legacy of genuine and honest communication, you've trusted us and pre-ordered our game. And despite good reviews on PC, the console version of Cyberpunk 2077 did not meet the quality standard we wanted it to meet. I and the entire leadership team are deeply sorry for this, and this video is me publicly owning up to that. Please don't fault any of our teams for what happened. They all are incredibly talented and hardworking. Myself and the board are the final decision makers, and it was our call to release the game. Although, believe me, we never ever intended for anything like this to happen. I assure you that we'll do our best to regain your trust.
But you did.
Now I'd like to tell you how the situation looked like from the inside. Cyberpunk 2077 is huge in scope. And I'm not only talking about quests or things you see at first glance. I'm talking about a multitude of custom objects, interacting systems, and mechanics. In the game, everything is not stretched out over flat terrain where we can make things less taxing hardware-wise, but condensed in one big city and in a relatively loading-free environment. On its own, this is a challenge,
agree with that.
But we
The
made it
loading
even
was
more
freaking
difficult
awesome,
for
so.
ourselves by wanting to make the game look epic on PCs and then adjusting it to consoles, especially old gens. That was our core assumption. And things did not look super difficult at first. We knew the hardware gap, yes, but ultimately, I think that time has proven that we've underestimated the task. To give a concrete example, and the main culprit, we had to constantly improve our in-game streaming system for all gen consoles. Streaming is responsible for feeding the engine with what you see on screen, as well as the game mechanics. And since the city is so packed and the disk bandwidth of all gens is what it is, it constantly challenged us. Every change and improvement needed to be tested, and as it turned out, our testing did not show a big part of the issues you experienced while playing the game. As we got closer to the final release, we saw significant improvements each and every day, and we really believed we would deliver in the final Day Zero update. Now let's talk about the review process. We started sending our PC review keys in the first days of December.
Yeah, the review thing was
on launch
dirty
day,
as hell.
December 10th, we hit the ground running with a really good start on PC. While not perfect, it's a version of Cyberpunk we are very proud of. At the same time, we're fighting for quality on all-gen consoles till the very last moment. And every extra day of us working on the Day Zero update brought visible improvement. This is why we started sending console review keys on the 8th of December, which was later than we originally planned. This all happened while working from home with all the challenges resulting from the COVID-related restrictions. A lot of the dynamics we normally take for granted got lost over video calls or email, and we took that hit too. Now I'd like to tell you about our plans for the future and present a path for Cyberpunk 2077 on consoles and PC. We have already released 3 hotfixes improving the game, but that's
huge.
just
It
the
took all
beginning.
day to download.
Our ultimate goal is to fix the bugs and crashes gamers are experiencing across platforms. Please expect bigger and smaller patches on a regular basis. The first update will be dropping within 10 days, and it will be followed by another, more significant one in the following weeks. We will, of course, continue to work on the game in future updates and improvements beyond that. Our big plans for supporting Cyberpunk in the long term did not change. As for the free DLCs, our initial plan was to deliver them just after the release, much like we did with The Witcher 3. We decided to focus on the most important fixes and updates first, and we'll be releasing the DLCs afterwards. Expect more information in the upcoming months. For those of you playing on next-gen consoles in backwards compatibility, you can still expect the free next-gen update for Xbox Series consoles and PlayStation 5 arriving in 2021. We are aiming at the second half of the year. I'd like to end this video by assuring you that we treat this entire situation very seriously and are working hard to make it right. The guiding principles of our company are still core to what we do. We still want to make amazing games and have an open communication with you, our players. For now, our immediate focus is to work hard on making sure you enjoy Cyberpunk 2077 regardless of platform. Beyond Cyberpunk, we have many plans for the future, which we'll share more about when we're ready. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
All right. What do I think? So what do you think about that?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of challenges with the COVID-19. Everybody knows that. I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah. I'm not
But
going to
yeah,
fault them for the COVID. That's
like-
China's fault.
Right. Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, there probably is people that work from home. It probably is a little
Yeah,
harder.
they had to. Yeah.
It's probably a little harder to communicate. They probably didn't get the things they needed to communicate directly. There's probably a lot of pressure on them from banks and everything else to get their game out.
Investors, yeah. Investors play out their ass.
So I mean, I don't know. And they probably told their investors they didn't want to release it, but they probably were forced to.
They said it was their final decision. I think, but the biggest thing I have issue with is how they did the reviews. If you don't know this, the reviews, when they release reviews to people, they said you can't use live footage. So you can't actually use the footage that you play. You can only use trailer footage that we gave you. And they didn't allow any of the console reviews to come out till after the game was already released. They only released the PC, and the PC was a lot of better shape than the actual consoles. Like I watched a base gen console game, and it's bad. Like holy crap! Like characters aren't coming in, characters are exploding, cards random explode. Good one to watch is Angry Joe Show. He did a big review of it, and I watched some of the stuff he had to deal with. I was like, dear God. Like, he's trying to drive his bike. All of a sudden, the bike explodes, and he's like flying like 100 feet in the air, and he's just like, dead. And he's like, what the hell? Or if he's driving, the whole ground just disappears. He's like, meow. It's just like, or he did one. It was actually pretty funny. There was one where he's like running, and it looked like he was going to jump over a wall, but he kind of hit the wall, and he died. Like straight up, just like. He's like, did my guy just die from running his head into a wall? Actually, that's pretty funny. And I'm like, oh dear God. And yeah, I didn't have any, like I've had some crashes. I'll like crashes like every so often my game will just shut down. And it can be really frustrating. It really can, because it'll crash. I'll be like, you know what? I'm too tired to even care. And I'll just put that on the control and go to bed. I was like, screw it. There are times when the crashes happen. I'm just like, fuck. But I'll get this Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk,
So I don't get any crashes.
The PC is not bad though. Like the console gets crashes, like straight up like crashes. They took me 5 minutes one time, because what you'll do is you'll get an error message. It'll say some error, blah 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 happened, and it'll have a loading screen where it's like trying to load it, and it literally took me like 5 minutes one time to load the crash screen. I was like, Jesus Christ. And I'll give it that. The game, the loading is super duper fast in Cyberpunk. I have almost no problem. Yeah, every once in a while you can see where it's kind of fuzzy in the background, and it kind of comes to the view a couple seconds later, but it's not like horrible. And I'm on PS4 Pro, so at least I'm not on the base console. I got a Pro, and I got a brand new Pro, okay? Like stinking brand new. And so it looks it looks better on that one. And the crash is kind of annoying. I had some bugs. There was a quest I mentioned to you earlier where you get a call and it says, hey, come pick me up. I only want to hire the best. The best, it turns out to be a clown, dude, with a grenade stuck to his fucking face. Like his nose is a grenade. Like, I don't know if you've seen that quest. Did you ever do that quest?
I haven't done it. I haven't got that far, I don't think.
Well, I don't know. He's probably farther than me, but yeah, he's a side quest. He's just like a random side quest. And I was like, what the fuck? So he has you drive this place where he ended up blowing up some freaking thing, and then you have to go into a big gunfight with a bunch of like dudes. But to get him, I kept having bugs. Like I would try to drive down the street, the park where he was at, where you're supposed to park and pick him up, and my car wouldn't go. It was like, So I was like, fuck it. Got out, walked around the block, called my car again, and all of a sudden I see my car going, like you could see it in the distance, like the little car symbol coming, like it's coming toward you. Well, my car was like going like this. Whoop. It's like, what? Whoop. Whoop. It's falling to the fucking. It was constantly just spawning and falling, spawning and falling, spawning and falling. Like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I ran like 2 or 3 blocks away. I called my motorcycle. Motorcycle drives up. I get on that. I drive around, and then I had to summon my original car. So I had the base car that you get at the beginning. I just summoned that back so that I could pick him up, which that one actually worked. But what was funny is I could still see my Avenger because I bought the core Avenger, whatever it's called, and it was constantly still falling. It's like, dear God. So I picked him up and ended up driving him to where he needed to go. And then it like as soon as he got out of the car and he built the building, and as soon as they started combat, it crashed. I was like, fuck. And then I kept going and it kept crashing like 2 more times. Then I finally completed the mission. So I was like, but it was still funny because if you do the fighting matches, you actually get to fight that dude hand to hand. Like the whole time, like if I punch him in the face, will his grenade explode? Like how cool would that? Like I would actually be pretty impressed because I have the grenade. Did you ever upgrade your arms or anything when you played through?
What?
Your Cyberpunk, did you ever upgrade your body?
Not yet.
Oh, see, I upgraded the gorilla.
I'm only like level 20 something.
Oh, I'm level 30. But I've been doing I haven't even got far in the story.
Actually, mission. I'm only like level 15, I think.
Oh, so you're a little further. Yeah, you're back. I leveled up super much because I did all this. I'm doing all the side quests. I'm like fighting all the contracts. I'm rich as fuck. I got like 200,000 gold or whatever the creds are. Because I just constantly do like side missions and I go kill people and I get the, whatever. I'm constantly bounty hunting and, so I bought like 3 of like the high end cars already and I still have like 200,000. And I got all the weapons pretty much for free. I did all my crafting. I upgraded the crafting tree, because I'm an engineer. So I'm crafting. So I have I crafted my shotguns. I have like legendary shotguns and all this other stuff. So I'm just freaking kicking ass. I look like a country dude. I got a cowboy hat, fucking like a country shirt, and I got the samurai shirt. I found the actual samurai shirt from a side quest, which is a legendary shirt. And so I'm running around looking. I got like a samurai punk shirt with freaking denim, overall, jacket. Cowboy hat, fucking big ass boots, and jeans, and just fucking blasting fucking dudes out, fucking enjoying shit. Oh my God! And they're driving like cool ass motorcycles and like high end fucking cars. I like the cars. I'll say this: they did a fantastic job on the car designs. Oh. I get it. Some people get annoyed by all the little calls you get for like, hey, we got a new car for sale. Hey, we got a new car for sale. But I'm like, hey, what kind of car I got last time? I found a couple I really enjoy. I got the Avenger, right off the bat. That helped me get all the street races done. If you need a car, save I think it was like 55,000. Save up that, get the Avenger. That kills in street racing, and you get a ton of money from the street racing. And then I got the one that's an orange. What was that movie it was off of? It's like a orange muscle car. It's like a Mustang looking thing. And it's got the flag on top. And fucking love that car. I drive that shit the entire game now. I'm just like, fuck all these other shit. I'm fucking driving this bitch. So I'm actually having fun with it. And yeah, but I still, as much as I want Cyberpunk to be the game of the year of last year, Ghost of Tsushima was the game. They released a perfect game. They really the sounds were freaking amazing. The artwork, you could play in different kind of modes. You could play in like old samurai. You could, like the old samurai movies where it's kind of fuzzy. You can play the black and white fuzzy mode. You can play it black and white. You can play it in actual Japanese with subtitles, so you actually feel like you're playing an actual like samurai movie. The gear was great. Combat was fun. You can either do different ways of doing combat. You could be an archer, straight up be a friggin' dunk, or you could be the assassin the whole time. You can learn how to really be sneaky, which I actually think the Ghost is actually one of my favorite playthroughs because I gotta love that Ghost armor, man. That fear. The fear ability, because later on you get the ghost armor, and the ghost armor, if you kill a dude, it causes like massive fear throughout the enemies, and if they're afraid, you can instant kill. So I would like kill a dude, and all of a sudden 3 of his friends would be like, "Oh shit!" And then I go instant kill the next guy, instant kill the next guy, instant kill the next guy. And I'm just like, damn. Like,
I went to this one thing, the side quest thing that it was like you're supposed to be like level like 28 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like level 13.
Yeah, you're also playing ultra hard mode. I couldn't do that. I tried it in like hard mode, and I got my I was constantly kicked. I was like, I don't understand this. Plus, I was getting like instant killed from random things. I don't know if this happened to you, but I was like, I would like be killing dudes, just like boom,
Oh, I
boom,
know.
boom.
Yeah, dude, I got instant killed like a few times.
I'm just like, what the fuck? And it'll be like, oh, there was something nearby that kind of explode, but you didn't see it. Oh, there was. I hate the fucking mines. You know how many times I'd be like, dude, and all of a sudden it's like, boom. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, you're dead. I'm like, what the hell? The hell fucking just happened? But yeah, I think my second playthrough, if I play through it again, I'm going to play the hacker, sneaky assassin hacker, street girl. That's going to be my second playthrough. I'll play a female street kid.
I play super hacking.
Yeah. See, my guy right now is just tech based. He's like, I could tech stuff, but he doesn't actually really, he's not really intelligent. I think I got 5 intelligence, but I got like 15 engineering, and I got 15 body, and I got 15 in flexibility.
I'm pretty good. Like I have mine
reflexes.
Right now, I have mine pretty evenly scaled.
You need to get the nanowire. Then if you're gonna be a super hacker, you gotta get the little nanowire so you can like fucking hack people at a distance. Because a lot of people say it's really fun to play. You do the hacking, you get like a handgun or a sword, and you just sneak around and you like kill one dude with a sword, and you like jack into the other guy. Or you could do like the mantis blades, like fucking just. I'd be an ultimate weapons killer, just running around, just stab, blocks. You know, I'm just like, I don't know. I like the gorilla hands because I got shock damage to my gorilla hands. So I go in a fist fight, I'm just like, blink, and they're like, they fall down and fucking. I'm just like, yeah, bitch. Plus, it helps because there's a lot of these missions where you're not supposed to kill the dudes. Like, they're like, hey, can you keep them alive? You get a bonus if you keep them alive. I'm like, fuck. I got a shotgun. And then I got the gorilla hands. I'm just like, shock punch. And you're unconscious. Plus, they're kind of fun because they actually like stun dudes. So I'll be like in a fist fight, like, you know, the actual fist fights, and I'll be stunning the crap. I'm like, I'm stunned. He's like, yeah. I'm like, da. Like, fuck you. I'm gonna beat on your ass while you're stunned. It's fun. There are such good parts to Cyberpunk, but there's also that bugs will throw you out of a game all the time, especially if they're really annoying ones and they're constantly happening. It's like, come on. But yeah, I haven't seen like really, really bad ones yet. But it is kind of annoying. So hopefully they fix it, and a year from now, the game will be like everybody talking about. Like Witcher had problems when it first came out. If people don't remember this, Witcher had a lot of bugs. Witcher 3 had a ton of bugs when it came out. They fixed it, and now Witcher 3 is considered one of the best games of the decade. Like, and it deserves every bit of it. The Witcher 3 is such a fucking awesome game. Especially the DLC added. Oh, it was beyond awesome. So I do hope that they can redeem themselves. Hopefully, if they do get sued, hopefully it doesn't cripple them. I am kind of afraid that they're going to get sued by somebody and it's going to hurt them hard. Like, I don't know if they're going to win a case against them. They're trying to say that they maliciously lied and they maliciously, were trying to screw people over. I don't know. I wouldn't call it malicious. I think, they knew. I'm not going to make excuses for them. They screwed up, but they at least are owning up to it. That little thing right there at least said, hey, it's not, it's not your fans' fault, because I've seen game developers do that. Fuck you. It's your fault. It's your fault. You don't like our fucking game. Fallout, whatever that game was that came out a couple years ago that, also Bethesda went after everybody because they would play it. And they're like, it's your fault. We told you it would be like this. And they're like, no, you promised something way better. Anthem was an absolute lie. So it's better than Anthem. They did a better job than Anthem did, and Anthem could have been such a good game. I hope they improve Anthem. I really do. I don't know if I'll ever go back because of their lie. I don't know. I hope they can improve. I really do. I really want to see this really get better, and hopefully next couple of years we don't keep having this problem. Hopefully this is a final straw from gamers to the game industry saying, hey, if they do get sued, that would be a huge hit on the game industry because a lot of them were like, shit, maybe we shouldn't release games as live service where, it's broken now, but we're going to fix it. We promise you. Live service, yay! It's like, no. You make sure you release it, Ghost of Tsushima is an example. They had no bug. I didn't see almost any bugs in Ghost of Tsushima. I may have found like one fall bug where I tried to jump over something. I kind of did the little float thing for a while until I finally fell. And so, yeah, that kind of happens in every game. Every fucking game I've ever played. You got that little bug where you're like, oh, crap, I'm between two rocks. Oh, crap, I can't get out. And then eventually the game will realize you're stuck and it'll kill you and it'll respawn you. But, yeah. Another game I'm actually looking for is Final Fantasy 16. I'm also excited to hear what's going to happen with Final Fantasy 14 next. Because if we know anything, the announcement about what's next expansion should be coming soon. At least, hopefully, the next couple months. We'll get. Usually, I think if I remember that, usually they announce it by like March. They announce what is next in store. It won't come out until like end of the year or next year, but they'll be like, "Hey, this is what's coming, and get ready for it." And then they're gonna they won't show off of everything. They'll have a trailer like they did before. Because the last one was Shadowbringers, and everybody was, oh my god, Shadowbringers was fucking gold. And I haven't got back into it. When I get my new computer, I am getting back into it, you guys. That's going to be one of the games I stream constantly. You're going to see me play 14 all the time. 14, Cyberpunk on the PC will be another game I play. I'll probably wait my little assassin chick until I get my PC. That's probably be the character I actually play on PC. I'll do a playthrough to that. I'll be getting Diablo game 4 on the PC. That'll be a definite game we'll have to play together for people because that's a multiplayer game. You can play with multiple people. And, Druid looks fucking awesome. What else? 16 is going to be for the PS5, though. And I'm just like, because Yoshi P is in charge of Final Fantasy 16. So that man is a fucking god. I swear to Jesus Christ, that dude has so much responsibility, but he loves it so much. And he's in charge of 14, and he's constantly showing how badass he is in 14 as a leader because he's constantly out there with the fans. He's constantly, he actually gets into the game and actually sits down with gamers in game and plays with them and talks with them and asks them about like things they can improve the game by and what he can do. And he's like the leader. Like he's not just some, guy. He's like the number one dude. And he'll be like, okay, let me take my stuff to my team. I can't promise you anything now. I'll take it to my team, and my team can say yes or no. And my team says no, then sucks. We can't do it. But if my team says hell yeah, we'll fucking do it. and they've delivered such great content on 14. I can't wait to play that with you guys. I will be doing that live. I will be starting a whole new character for live. That's be my live character. I will be doing. I know they just like shit because he knows my character. My main character on 14 is like fucking. Has everything caught up. Well, not anymore, but he did. Like so many classes were caught up to level 80. I had all this stuff done. Now I'm to start all over again. I'm gonna keep my original character, so I won't be starting completely over. So I will be starting over and doing a playthrough bit by bit with you guys. I'll skip the boring parts because there's a part between 1.0 and 2.0 that nobody wants to watch me play. Nathan knows what I'm talking about. it gets everybody stuck on. There's like this one section of the game where it's like it just slows the whole game down. But if you could get past that little bump, you hit Heaven's Sword. Heaven's Sword just takes off, and I fucking loved Heaven's Sword. You know what? You know, in 14, when you end
the whole first fucking expansion takes forever to get through.
Dude, my Heaven's Sword? Yeah, Heaven's Sword kind of takes forever, but I'm not talking about like
I'm talking about the very first expansion.
Oh, you're talking? Yeah, it kind of does. Well, you beat weapon,
and then you get all the way through the weapon, and then it goes, oh, by the way, you can't level, but we're gonna make you play this game for like 25 million hours, even though you can't level. Even though you're gonna level later, you can't level now. So
yeah, there's like a big bump. There's a hurdle you had to get through because you had a year between 1.0 and 2.0 when the Heaven's Sword came out. So that whole year you have like all this like summons you got to fight and all this stuff to get you past it, and it's a struggle. It's like the most boring part of that game.
Yeah. Either switch it back to where you can get XP, so when you're done with that area, it's like, okay, at least I've leveled up doing this.
Yeah. It'll level you up. It's just it like lowers the XP so much that you really don't. Like you're getting like a quarter of the XP you would have got before. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So yeah, you get past that hurdle, you get into Heaven's Sword. Heaven's Sword is a great expansion. They did a great job.
You know what they need to do? They need to bring back Final Fantasy 11's kind of not the gameplay, but like the fighting style and everything else.
Oh, see, you liked 11's fighting style. I was like, it was okay, but it was like all macroed.
No,
like the entire game was macros.
No. I'm not talking about that. Keep 14 the way they do 14.
Okay, so you want like the tab, like it's on your hotbar?
No.
Because that's what 14 is. It's all about hotbar. You pick your abilities and
No, I'm not talking about that.
But you have like combo abilities and stuff like that in 14, so it's not too bad. But yeah, 11 was like, if you were gonna be good, you're gonna macro shit, and you're gonna have to macro it right. Because if you don't macro right, it's not gonna work. Like you have to get all the timing right. You have to write your macros right. Oh gosh, man, 11 back then. Jesus Christ, I don't have the time. I even being home and taking care of the kids all day. I don't have the time in the day for 11. I don't. I wouldn't get
play 11, and then
huh?
You have the time for 11 if you got them all to play 11 with you.
Well, yeah,
that'd be about the only way you could do 11 anymore.
I don't even want to. Like, I'd be literally like behind so bad. I would no. I loved 11. 11 was great, but no.
But I'm really talking about just like the ability. So like you would use your ability along with this person's ability.
Oh, you're talking about limit breaks. Limit break. Yeah, they do well.
Fantastic.
Who knows? They might add something like that into 6.0, the next expansion, because they are talking about revamping the combat system, and that's one of the big rumors that's going on right now in 14 community is, are they going to change up the combat system? Because if they don't, it's going to be kind of, are you just going to get rid of abilities like they did before and bring in new ones, or are they going to actually, go all the way out and be like, okay, the combat system was great, we're going to change it up, we're going to make it better, and then maybe action, maybe they'll do like a Black Desert type style where you have to like do actual combos to unlock but that's gonna be crazy. That'll be a crazy change if they do something like that, because that'd be a huge difference. Like, that's action oriented combat, and 14 is more of a strategy kind of game. It's like, hey, here's your abilities, but it's more about positioning. It's more like, hey, you need to know where the boss can attack next. You need to know where to be at, or you're gonna die. And action RPGs sometimes are like that, but most of the time you're just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna shield myself and block, take all the hit from this one attack, and not even barely phase me. I'm not gonna die. Like God, what was that? A game that Terra's like that, like super like that. There was like Black Desert is more like, hey, there's a giant amount of enemies. Your attacks are going to hit all of them. So just combo, kill them all real quick and keep going. But Terra was like, hey, it's got telegraphed attacks. You have an ability to dodge or block, but you're really going to just want to keep doing damage and get your combos out there as fast as possible. 14's like, if you don't get the fuck out of the way, you're dead. There's so many times I'm like, I almost got it. If I just do this one more attack, I'll be doing my ultimate damage. And then the dude turns on me and I'm like off the map. I'm like, fuck. 14. Like, you don't remember those stuff? Like Titan and fucking other like bosses that were like, if you're not watching where he's about to strike, or you're gonna get knocked off the freaking map, and you're gonna be like, God, oh, I love 14, and I can't wait to get back into it. Everybody, I'm gonna do a poll when I get my new computer. I'm actually gonna come out with a little thing on Minds. I'm like, what race should I be? And I'm gonna pull all the races up with a poll. I'm gonna try to create a poll and have everybody decide what race I should play as. Male, I do play as male in 14, so I won't be dressed as a lady. Sorry, guys. You won't be able to watch my, some sexy little character run around. But I will be playing as a male. There are some cute ass fucking little dudes, like little miniature Tarus, the elves, the humans. You got the freaking lion dudes, the dragon guys. There's all kinds of races. My main character is a human. Oh, and I like the little dudes. Really do. I really like the little guys. It's so much fun to play when you're like, then I'm going to pick my class, and I'm pretty much going to go with that class, or, as I advance up to the game. And then later on, as I get Dark Knight, I'm going to get all those classes unlocked, and then I'm going to see what do I want to play as. Tank, I'm not doing healer. I don't heal. Please don't make me heal. I'm a horrible healer. It's so boring to me. Like, hey, here's a shout out to all healers of Final Fantasy 14. You guys are fucking awesome. I don't want to do it. There's mage classes, range classes. There's, you got mech, you got your bard, you got so much to do in that game. Monk is one of my favorite classes, and Samurai is pretty good. I used to love Samurai, but Samurai kind of fell for me. Monk just outshone it in Shadowbringers, like far outshone it. And Monk it's a class I love, because there's nothing like you just get in there with your little bare hands and just beat on a fucking monster and you fucking till they die, and you feel the power of Monk. It's not like some games where you play as a monk and you're just like, look at me, I'm doing my little punches. No, when you're hitting, the game makes you feel like you're fucking hitting that shit. And it's like, yeah. Samurai is a massively damage dealer. You got Bard, who's you got Dancer now. They have Dancer out there. So if I do play a female, they're going to make me play a female character, like the Bunny Race or something like that. I'll probably be a Dancer. Maybe start as a Bard and go to Dancer. Dancer is actually pretty strong. Great healer. Plus, well, it's kind of a side healer, but mostly a buffer. Gosh, so many things I would love to do in that game. I actually enjoyed Dancer. I was playing it quite a bit. It's kind of interesting to try to hit your dances right. If you don't, you kind of screw up. That kind of sucks. But, I can't wait to get back into that game. So you have no idea. Because I know my laptop can't handle it. And I'm just like, I don't want to buy it on my PlayStation again. Because I know if I do, I'm just wasting money. Because as soon as my PC gets here, I'm going to be on PC. And I'm just like, oh. So yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this. My new mic is pretty cool. What? I'm sorry, guys. I'm having fun because this is the first time I read the mic and my first live stream with my new mic. So, hope you're all enjoying the sounds. I hope I sound far better than I'd ever done before. My camera, you can see me a lot clearer. I'm not so dark anymore. My background's nice and glowy. You can't really see much back there because the glowy is a little too glowy. But when I get my new PlayStation, hopefully it'll dim it down just a little bit where it just shines on it and you can kind of see what it's actually showing. You got all my alcohol bottles on there. I got my books over there, my poster, and my all my stuff, and as I get more collectibles, I'll show them off to all you guys. And books, of course. I do my book reviews, I do my movie reviews, my TV reviews. And one of the TV reviews I'll be coming out with is my Cobra Kai season reviews. Have you watched Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
I just finished season 2, episode 2.
I've seen more.
You seen all three seasons?
Yep.
Okay. So when I finish all 3 seasons, we'll sit down. We'll actually discuss Cobra Kai, and we'll talk about like how they.
I've seen pretty much everything on Netflix. I've seen the new Bridgerton.
Huh?
I've seen the Bridgerton show. That's pretty good. It's kind of a chicky type show, but
I don't know. But yeah, so what we'll do is we can openly discuss Cobra Kai. I know that's a huge topic now. Everybody freaking loves it. And I finally was able to get into it. Like the first 2 episodes, kind of like, I don't know why. It was something like Miyagi's not in it. So kind of just.
Oh, dude, I liked it from the start.
Yeah. Well, yeah, some people really loved it from the start. It took me like 3 or 4 episodes before I was like.
I think he's not in it because he's dead. The dude's dead.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he died back in 2005, which is sad. But they really did a great job in the show, honoring him, honoring the past. I could see it already. They show you these new characters, but they really they really honor the old characters, and that's what we want to see in our entertainment, especially if they're going to take on like a franchise, like something like this. Star Wars fucked this up. Star Trek fucked this up. Doctor Who fucked this up. They took on a franchise and they said nobody cares about the old characters. Fuck them. We're going to create our new woke characters. And it's like, fuck, you kidding me? But now this one is actually, there are some stuff in there I see that's like kind of woke, but it's also like mocked. Like, especially by the teacher. He's like, "Your fucking pants, pussies." I'm like, yes. They're like, "Sir, that could be hurtful." And they're like, "What?" And I'm just like, oh my God. Especially like the bully stuff. They're like, guys, cyberbullying is bullying too. Remember that from like the first season when the teacher did that? Like everybody's like, pfft. I was like, I was bullied as a kid. I think bullies are necessary evil because what bullies do is they kind of, they show you you're tougher than them. You are not what the bully, if you can go above and beyond what the bullies tell you are in high school, then you've proven them they're a bunch of shitheads on it. It has a chance to ignite that, that part of you that says, you know what, fuck you. I'm not that fucking loser you think I am. Watch this shit. And you come back and you prove them wrong. And then you go, hey, bitch, I'm better than you. And you're like, fuck. That is what a bully's for. A bully is to motivate you. Yeah, sometimes people aren't able to get beyond being picked on, and it hurts them for life. But Mother Nature, I'm just saying. Life isn't fair. It's not easy. It's gonna suck. Life is gonna be hard. It's gonna suck every single day. Some days are worse than others. Some days are soul-suckingly horrible where you just like fucking hate life. But if you can push through it, if you can get your ass in gear, work hard, you can improve. And it's true. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Sometimes it does take a kick in the ass. And sometimes you had to hit rock bottom before you can realize, shit, all right, now it's time to get my ass in gear. That shit happens. And unfortunately right now, with all those shits going on, a lot of people are hitting rock bottom because it's not their choice. And that sucks. It really does. If you worked your whole life to start a business, and the government's like, nope, we're closing you. You're not going to make any money because, we're a bunch of fucking pricks. Even though it's unconstitutional in every single way, the media is going to tell you how if you don't obey us, you're killing your grandma. And they're going to scare you into obeying us. And then they're going to shut you down. Or they'll send the cops and attack your family like they did in Canada and other places. So thank God, at least that shit doesn't happen here that I know of. Probably New York or California. I'm sure the cops probably raided people's houses. Like, you got more than 4 people in your home. How dare you? We're gonna beat you with sticks. Like, oh, it's ridiculous. It really is. People get out there. Masks are useless. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I did. They ain't doing shit. This isn't the Black Plague, people. There are not bodies literally piled up in the streets. That's all I'm going to say. This was the Black Plague. Maybe I can understand. Like, there's hundreds of thousands of people being burned alive. Their bodies literally piled up in holes and burned because, people are afraid to, spread it. Then, you know what? I will be like, damn, maybe you should stay inside and, close businesses. But until then, no. What's that? You're pretty quiet.
I'm going to name off some Netflix series that I've seen.
Cobra Kai. Stargate SG-1 is on there. That is my baby. Stargate SG-1 was my Star Trek growing up.
Movie?
What's that?
This is a Night Stalker. It's a series about
Night Stalkers? I don't think I've seen that one.
Hunting a serial killer. It's a new one. I'm going to check that out sometime.
Leslie would probably like that. She likes
the number 1 out of top 10 US today. I've seen it. I haven't seen Lupin yet. Seen Cobra Kai. That's number 4.
Cobra Kai is awesome. They did a great job.
I'm not going to watch Coco Melon.
I don't know what that is.
Or the Barrio bullshit that's on there. The rest of them are kind of garbage. I watched the We Can Be Heroes. It's dumb as hell.
Is it? It looks pretty fucking dumb. I was like, that looks dumb.
Okay, so Atypical, a good show. Very interesting. Bridgerton was a good show if you're kind of into the chick, girly type shows. I liked it. It was fine. Not gonna watch Tiny Pretty Things. Trying to think of other good shows, really good shows. Equinox, I've heard decent things. I'm gonna check it out sometime. Warrior Nun, I've seen it. It's okay.
I watched some of the episodes and I was like,
Yeah, it's okay. It's not. I wouldn't put it up there with anything amazing.
Right.
Ozark, very good show. Blacklist, very good show. Messiah was really stupid. I watched 2 episodes and was like, nope. There's a lot of just random stuff on here that's really stupid that I don't ever check out.
Yeah, Netflix is kind of they have the good shows and they're like, you're like, I already seen them. Like Witcher. Witcher was one of my favorites.
Zombie, it was weird. Supernatural is a great show, of course.
Well, yeah, Supernatural.
Let's see what else I have. Biohackers. Never seen that one. I might check that out unless it's the only things I don't watch is if they're
Star Trek's all on there. All the Star Treks are on there.
Yeah, I've seen most of those.
I went through all
of that. The things I don't watch are ones that are not English or really weirdly dubbed. Not big on that.
Some I can watch that are dubbed.
Some are okay. Some were just really kind of
right now. I'm
watching. I thought The Rain was gonna be good, but it's not in English and it's just weird. I don't know. The Last Kingdom was okay.
Yeah, I wanted to watch the other one though. I want to see the Barbarian one, the other one, not the Last Kingdom, but the actual Barbarians, because it was supposed to be a really good TV show, and it's not on Netflix anymore, and it's like
Designated Survivor. That's a good one. I like that one a lot.
I gotta get back to SG-1. I'm gonna watch all those again and bring those back. I loved SG-1 and I loved Stargate Atlantis. So. And Farscape. I wish they had Farscape back on there because Farscape was great. The older sci-fi stuff were freaking awesome. And hopefully soon I'll be actually talking with Wes. We're going
not-
over.
I watched a little bit of Dawson's Creek. I'm not big on Dawson's Creek. I think that's a little bit too girly for me.
That's like Manda stuff.
Yeah, I'm not, not really for me.
Yeah.
The Ranch was good. If you haven't seen The Ranch, it's a good show.
Mm. I'm probably pretty soon here gonna close this out, and then I don't
Outlander. I would definitely recommend Outlander.
know. Outlander.
Very good.
Mm.
I'm just trying to quickly go through here. I mean, obviously, what's that one show called? Bad. Starts with Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. That's a good show.
Mm-mm.
That's probably in my top 10.
Really, I never watched that. I watched a couple episodes and I never watched it again.
You gotta get in. You gotta get like into like the.
I can't do it. It's just the whole.
It just starts.
I can't do it because I'm mom. I can't watch that show because the cancer thing and him selling drugs. That was, like I tried to start watching it right when mom was like at her worst, and it pissed me off to no other. I was like, I'm never fucking watching the show again, and I will never fucking watch that show because of that.
Oh, good.
I don't care. Like people are like, dude, what? I'm like, nope, I will not fucking watch that show.
I mean, I understand. I mean, I understand, but.
Well, yeah, but the whole cancer thing, and then him like, well, I got cancer, so why not become a drug dealer and fuck up everybody's else life? Because I was like, oh, it pissed me off. It was a wrong time to watch that movie.
The Witcher was good.
Yeah, Witcher was pretty good. It was the whole like jumping back and forth kind of was weird.
Yeah, that was really strange. It took me a little bit to get into it.
What was I thinking just a second ago? Game of Thrones. I can't get into Game of Thrones because of mom.
Was very good. Game
of Thrones was good until the end.
Until the second season. It took me about to the second season, and then I was in. It was the first season was kind of slow, had some weird points, and I was like, eh. Then it just started building, and it was great, and I loved every minute of it until the last season. I'm mad about the last season. I think the way they ended it was trash.
Yeah, well, the dude hasn't finished the books yet, so he hasn't even finished the thing and the actual story, and he probably never will because it's been 10 years since he wrote the last book, and he's like, "It'll come out, guys, I swear." I told everybody, I was like, "Dude, if it takes me 10 years to finish this one book, you have permission to shoot me."
Okay.
Because that's ridiculous, especially if you have all that money and all that stuff. It shouldn't take you a year or two to make a book. Because he's got a whole team. It's not like it's just him and a computer.
A lot of times you really need that drive to build it. And
he's he had the drive, but now he's just like, oh, I got the money. He's already a millionaire now. He's like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Fuck the fans.
Yeah, that's trash.
And it's like, oh, dude, you had no idea what kind of. No, I'm finishing my books. We're gonna, if we have to. And it's probably looking like it. We have to wait till that thing goes through, and then
your
thing goes through, and then we can use that money to pay an editor and copyright and everything done for it. And then as soon as all that's done, we're out. It's coming out. We are gonna print it. We're gonna send it on Amazon, and you guys will be free to pick it up. And I hope you guys really love it. So mine, me and you got to sit down and actually go through each chapter like we were going to and talk about the story to make sure you like what I have written.
Yeah, I know. We need to do that.
Then we can send it to the editor.
I agree.
So, yeah. But other than that, it's been fun hanging out with everybody, and I hope you all like my new mic. I hope it sounds a lot better. I hope I'm far better than I did it before. I hope you guys are having a great night. Just if I do sound better, let me know in the comments below. And this thing say, hey, as you're checking this on the replay, let me know. Like, dude, you sound so much better. And it's great. You comment on that. Tell me what you think about what I have set up so far. I have a couple more things I got to set up. I got my chair coming in. I can't wait to get my chair. This chair's killing me. It's like half. It's like great. It goes up to the middle of my back.
Yep,
and it's
I've had a chair like that for a long time, and it was
it's killing me.
Changed my life.
Oh, my wife's like, I want that chair back because she's sitting on like this wooden chair. I'm like, trust me, you can have it. As soon as my chair gets here, you can have this one back. You can love it. I don't care. I watched my team champion here, and she's like, "This got a massage setting." Mine. I'm like, fuck. No, I promised her we'll get a lazy boy chair soon. She wants a recliner. I was like, all right, we gotta get rid of this crappy couch we have, and then we'll get a recliner. But that's after my computer. I want my computer first. And then we gotta get a new car, and then work on our car loan or house loan, and then we have a lot to do. My car is about to crap out on me, so it's old as fuck, and it's almost done. So we're probably gonna trade it in soon, and get a Explorer type SUV, and then we're gonna go and start looking at houses because 5 people can't live in a 3-bedroom house. It's already crept enough, and the 5th baby's on the way, and we just. And by the way, his little swing's gonna go right back there, right there. That's where I'm putting his swing. So if I'm doing live streams or something, he starts crying. Guess who's coming on stream with me? Little Asher. Asher Griffin Cunningham.
Asher Griffin?
Yep. His middle name is gonna be Griffin, like the mythical creature Griffin.
How'd you go with Asher?
Huh?
Pokemon like Ash?
No, Asher.
Like from Pokemon.
No, it's not based on Pokemon. We actually we were talking about different names. I kept wanting Arceus, and she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, that's the main character in my book. It'd be so cool to name him that. And she's like, no. I'm like, fine. I tried Ezekiel. We were thought about that for a while, but we're like, this name's gonna be huge. And then I said, well, we can, call him Ezekiel because we got Madeline Grace. We have Zoylin. We always call it, we call her Maddie, and we call Zoe, Zoe, not Zoe Lynn, but we call her Zoe. And I was like, we could just call him Zeke, Ezekiel, but call him Zeke. And she's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, nah. And then she's like, what about Asher? And I was like, I kind of like that, Asher. So now he's Asher Griffin. I got to pick the middle name, and I was looking all over the place for a middle name that goes with Asher. Griffin actually sounded really good with Asher. So I was like, Griffin Cunningham. So I can actually have like the Griffin from the book, and it's a mythical creature. So we're going to spell it like Griffin. I want to spell it like the actual mythical creature, Griffin. I think the last name, Cunningham. And so little Asher will be here in March, by like the end of March, probably. I think they said something in the March 20th something. So yeah, another baby. But at least I got a boy. Hey, I got a son. I wanted a son. I finally got the son. You have one. Just wait.
I'm good.
Just wait. One day you're gonna be like, oh honey, we had fun. She'd be like, guess what? My hubby wubby. You got a new baby on the way. You're like, just wait till she gets a little older. Wait till she's out of, she's more of instead of a toddler, she's going to be like walking and running around and talking all day, your ear off. You're like, oh, she's going to see a baby walk. She's going to see Asher and she'll be like, oh, he's so adorable. You're so cute. I miss my baby. And I was like, boom, baby 2. Then boom, baby 3. And like, God damn it. You say that, but it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Just get used to it. The only one I'm worried about is Michael, because he's gonna go join the Navy. We're gonna get a call one day. He's gonna be like, guys, I'm in Australia, and I got a call from my girl I hooked up with. Yeah. I'll be like, damn, Michael. Or he's gonna pick up some little Japanese girl from Japan or something. I know. Good on him. Good on him, man. Navy's gonna be fun for him. I think he's gonna have a good time in the Navy. Just pass your test. Do it. Study hard. Pass your test. And then I'll make fun of you for being a seaman. Seaman Michael Cunningham.
This is not a body bag.
You're a seaman. Because that's what your rank is. Seaman. I hope the Navy loves ejaculating their seamen. I can make fun of the Navy because I was a Marine, and we are the men's side of the Navy, so just let you know that. Michael is joined the ladies' side. I'm gonna have so much fun making fun of him forever. I'm gonna call him a boot. Oh god, it's gonna be so much fun. He's gonna be a pogue. I'm gonna make fun of him being a pogue. Huh?
Aren't boots like
boots are everybody who's never deployed in combat.
they're police?
Huh?
Aren't boots police? I don't know what the police call their.
No, those are MPs.
Oh, not military police.
What are you talking about?
When you're like a rookie cop, aren't they called a boot?
Maybe easily call maybe, but I'm talking like in the Marine Corps. If you're a boot, if you haven't deployed yet, so you get into the fleet for your first time. You just graduate SOI, and you're like, "Look at me, I'm so tough." And then the guy comes up and goes, "Fuck off, boot," and you're like, "What?" It's like, for next year, you're gonna be treated like shit, worse than you were in boot camp. Congratulations, you're gonna be licking our asses. What? And then from that day on until you deploy and actually see combat, you're treated like shit. And then when you finally see combat, you get back and you're like, I deployed and I did shit. And then the new guys come in and you're like, hey, boot. And the guy's like, yeah. And the cycle continues. But that's a cycle, people. It's just, that's what life is like in the military. You're going to hate life, at least for the first year. You hate life. But when it's over, you finally get your combat action ribbon and deserve it. And you're standing there and you're going, damn. And you see the new guys coming off the bus, like starry-eyed and smiling. And like, we finally got the fleet, guys. Life is going to be great. And you're like, yay. Come here, bitch. I miss it some days. There are days I miss it, but there are days I'm like, thank God I'm not in anymore. Oh, but yeah, have a great time. But yeah, so I don't know if you were here when I showed these off earlier. I'll show them off again. I went and found these at Vintage Stock. They're a Final Fantasy manga. I didn't know they made manga for Final Fantasy. I had no idea. It's called The Lost Stranger. So I have no idea what this is about at all. I picked up 5 books for $70. They were $13 each. And I was like, you know what? They have 5, 1 through 5. And I'm not going to pick 1 and 2 or something. And then like come back at 3, 4, 5 are gone. And I can't find them. I would be pissed. So I was like, I'll pick up all 5. I don't know how many there are in the series. I'm going to look it up, how many actually in the series. And if they're really good, if I really like these 5, I'll continue to get the series. And it'll be my first manga collection to go into my collection up here. I used to have so many mangas. I can't believe I don't have them anymore. I had like Fairy Tail. I had freaking Naruto. I had One Piece. I had a couple of One Pieces. I kind of had some other ones that I really enjoyed. Bleach. I really enjoyed Bleach mangas. I had the DVDs too. I collected the shit out of DVDs. I don't have them anymore. Over the years, I've lost them all, and they got scratched up, and just sucks. But yeah, I talked to Gary about talking to him about comics. I'm going to start collecting comics again. I would read when we were kids. We would read comics, but we never really collected them. We were dumb as hell as kids. Because I swear to God, we probably had some great comics that we should have kept. They're probably worth a lot of money right now. But we never thought about it. We never back then. We never really thought about collecting anything like that. So it hurts a little bit because just. Now I'm talking. I messaged Gary and I said, "Hey, he is the owner of a comic shop." He said, he's told me that he's have all these boxes of comics that he's waiting to open up a new store that'll be selling just back issues, none of the new stuff because he doesn't want to support Marvel and DC because of their bullshit. I told him I was like, "Hey, if you can recommend some Deadpool comics, some Punisher comics, stuff like that." Spider-Man or Wolverine or something like that. Like old comics, nothing new. I want nothing past like 2016. I want all old stuff, like 1997. I know there was a good run of Deadpool. I think there's like a good early 2000 run. I was like, if you have any of those comics, I'll buy them from you. I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. I'm like, if you have a whole box for like $100. Like, a big freaking box of comics, I'll sit down, I'll have a chat with you and we'll, work out a deal or something that can, pay him and get a huge box of comics. So I could put a bunch of comics up and I can review old comics and stuff like that for the channel. I'm going to review these manga. I'll review each one. I'm going to read through them. I got my Dwarven series now up there. I got all 5 of the Dwarves books. Which the first book was really, really good. I did a review on that one. Mark Hines is the writer. I really like these books, the dwarf books, because it's like most franchises when you have dwarves are always kind of the side, they're like a side character or, so they never dwell just solely on the dwarven culture. Dwarves is all about fucking dwarves. It's like dwarves are the main characters. It really goes into dwarven cultures, where they're from, like how they operate, the cultures, the religions. Just there's so much they went into, and it's like, oh, it's so good. So I'm like halfway done with the second book, and then I'll be reading this. There's five books. Of course, I got the novice series, the Summoner series up there, which you read. They were really good. Oh my gosh, the Summoner series is good. If you guys need a good book to read and you're looking for something, the 3 Summoners books, Novice, Inquisition, and Battle Mage are fucking awesome. Those are really, really well done written books. And we did review with them, and we actually got hooked up with the actual author, and he had a chat with us. And that was really cool to have him give us some tips and pointers. So shout out to him. He was, he did a great job. It was really cool to see. Like, I've never had that happen to me before, and it was really cool to, somebody's like, "Hey, thanks for the reviews. Glad you liked my stuff." And I was like, really, really good to see, a writer, a guy who really enjoys his fans. And I was proud to read his books. And I'm continuing. He's got a couple other books out there that aren't part of that series. I read one of them so far. It's like, I'll have to look them up again. But they're pretty good. I read the first one. I got to read this. I got to read the other one. I think he's got two more out that I have to finish that series up with. So I'll let you know what those are, and you can look them up. I think you can find them in audiobook form too. So if you can't read them, audiobook is always a good way to do. What else I got to do? I got to finish my actual Cyberpunk review. When I finish the game, I'll do an actual review over it myself. I know it's old, and people are like, "Dude, we already know." Everybody else already talked about Cyberpunk. But this is my video. I want to make a Cyberpunk video where I sit down, I talk about the ins and outs, the characters, the quests, and like go in a deep dive into it. So I'll do that. Yeah. But I thank you all for coming. We're gonna probably wrap it up now. It's getting late, and I gotta get the kid, make sure everybody's in bed and asleep, hopefully, and maybe hit up a book before I go to bed. And I think I'm gonna read one of these. Start reading this because I haven't read manga in a long time, and I think it's about time that I like sit down and actually have some fun. So. Stay tuned for those reviews, and who knows? Maybe I know manga is really popular right now, so see what happens. And I can't wait to get to the as things progress, as we keep getting better and better stuff here in the Mirror Sphere, as I improve. Not only my office, but I get my computer in, I get the parts, start ordering. The only thing we're looking for right now is a video card. So if anyone has an older video card that they're not using anymore, like a what was it, GTX? I think what did you say, 2070? Is that what you were talking about?
GTX 2070, 3070.
Yeah, 2070 or above.
70 or above.
Yeah. If you have something like that and you're willing to sell it for like a reasonable price, not try to scrape us for like crazy amount, because some of them are
2070 is no more worth than $350. If you're charged more than $350, you're crazy.
I'll probably 400. I think it'll be fine because
okay, not bad.
I'll pay something like that for one, but I'm not going $1,000. I see people try to talk me into buying like $1,000 one. I'm like, no, you're fucking nuts. It's not the newest card out there. Newest card maybe, but this is not.
It's not even.
Yeah, I even knew it wasn't that much. Yeah, I was like, what is wrong with you? So, yeah, that's the only thing we're still looking for is the video card. We found all the other parts that we need. Now we just got to order them. And, hopefully by the end of this month, I can order most of them and then finish it up by next month. And then I want to put it together in a video for all of you. Because I know people like to actually watch people put these computers together. So this will be my first time building a computer. So I will have Nathan on here making sure that I don't screw it up. Because all I need is to break something and be like, oh, fuck. And then it goes, you did it, didn't you? You fucking cracked something, didn't you? I'm like, yay, $300 more. That's all I need. It's like, hey, that $300 thing I bought, yeah, I may have tightened it too tight and cracked it. Or I put it in the wrong spot or something. I don't want to screw up. So he'll make sure I do it right. And we'll put it together and the beast will be done. And it'll be beautiful and sexy. And I'm going to set it right down here. I'm going to hook it up to a beautiful screen. And then hopefully my live streams will be far better. I'll get my wired internet in here, and hopefully I won't have Wi-Fi problems anymore. Well, not as bad as I've had before, because I'll be wired into the internet. And then all things will be good in the world. I hope. Then we just got to focus on getting the book done. As soon as all that's ready and my book is ready to go out, we'll get that book done and get it out to you guys. And we will definitely set up probably time, maybe this weekend, where me and Nathan could go over the story a little bit more. I thought about doing readouts of the book, like read chapters for you guys live. I may wait and do that for members when I get monetized. I don't know. We'll talk about it. And I hope I get it out to you guys. At least I could do the first 3 chapters readouts, because we already have that on geeksandgamers.com. As I said before, if you guys want to read the first 3 chapters, kind of get you a little interested in what we're doing, go check it out now and hopefully tell us what you think, because we're always looking to see what people think. Good, bad, ugly, nice. At least if you're honest with me, I'll be honest with you. So thank you all for coming, and I hope you have a fantastic night, and I'll see you next time in the Mirror Sphere. Peace. Be good to each other.